Happy Tuesday, EDU 250. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We are getting started with the content of week 3 this week, and we're looking more at transfer success. And the way we're going to start with that is really having you analyze the classes that you've taken here at JCC already and the classes that will be accepted by your college or university that you hope to transfer to. Many of you have probably not decided yet what college you would like to transfer to, and this activity assignment this week will be a great way for you to kind of narrow some choices down and make good decisions about the courses you're taking here at JCC. Let's take a look over at the folder for Module 2. There is a recorded lesson here that is very helpful in understanding kind of the transfer process and some of the requirements. It does refer, as just as last week's recorded lecture did, to the BK license, but one thing that is important for you to understand is whether you're pursuing a high school teaching license, a secondary license, middle school, English language arts, no matter what license you're pursuing, the process of obtaining a teaching license is the same. It's just making sure you transfer to a college or university that offers the licensure area that you're looking for. You should have learned that as you looked at the secondary admissions process. So please do take the time to watch this recorded lecture. The information will certainly benefit you, and it does refer also to the National Association for the Education of Young Children and their Code of Ethics. I have linked here the Code of Ethics for the National Education Association, which covers K-12 educators, so that you'll have that. This link here is going to be so helpful for you this week. It's a link, and I'm just going to go ahead and take us on over to it. It is a link to the University of North Carolina system, and it has so much information about transferring from a community college. You're going to be able to use so much of this information and be more prepared for what steps you need to take in the future. So please read this information thoroughly. Check out the links on the side. There's just so much that you can gain from this. There are articulation agreements linked here. One thing that I want to be sure that you guys understand, you'll see the articulation agreements again linked in Blackboard. I'll show you that in just a minute. Is that is the way that community colleges and universities communicate with each other. They sit down and come up with articulation agreements that basically say which college courses that are offered at the community college will be accepted at the four-year university. And when you're advised, I am most of your advisors. You may have been advised from someone in student services as well. But I always ask you, do you know what college you're transferring to? Because even though a class will transfer, it may not be the exact class that the School of Education at NC State is looking for you to have upon transferring. So it's good to make a decision about what college or university you want to transfer to early on in your education. It's okay to change, but that way you can really cater your path and the courses you take towards that college or university. So this link, as I said, will be so helpful to you. Explore it. Look at the different things. One of the things that your assignment this week is going to use is this baccalaureate degree plans, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. I have also linked the articulation agreements here separately as well. They are not something that you have to read cover to cover, but they are good to be aware of, because we do have articulation agreements for both our early childhood programs and for both teacher preparation programs. The articulation agreement for private colleges and universities is separate from the articulation agreement with the state-supported colleges in North Carolina, the UNC system schools. So let's take a look over at the assignments folder for this week. You're going to discuss your research findings from last week in the discussion board this week. You're going to journal about how prepared you feel for transferring from JCC to a university. And you're going to complete this transfer credit assignment. It's not going to be as in-depth as the assignment you guys did last week, but I am going to open it up and go over it with you real quick so you understand and see how to use the resources in the folder this week to be successful with this. Okay, as a student, it is important for you to understand the transfer process and how credits work and how universities evaluate your credits and apply them to their degree programs. So you are going to find a baccalaureate or bachelor degree plan for the college or university that you plan to transfer to. You can do one or two of these. I highly recommend, if you have not decided yet, that you do at least two, so you have a point of reference for comparison. So it may be a little bit more work for this assignment, but it'll certainly pay off in the long run so that you can really compare the two universities that you're thinking about or the private colleges that you're thinking about. So the UNC system link that I just showed you will help you out with this a lot. It shows you some bachelor degree plans. You're also going to have to access your folder in self-service under your progress tab, and you're going to save or print one of those or two of those bachelor degree plans or transfer plans and mark the courses that you've taken here at JCC on that plan to show how the credits you're taking will transfer. Keeping in mind, yes, if you have been a teacher prep student or an early childhood student from the start of your career here at JCC, all of the classes you've taken have been transfer classes, but this assignment is going to help you see, even though you're taking transfer classes, that different colleges like to see different courses that come from the same category. So let's pull one of those up real quick. We're back to this link to the North Carolina Community College transfer process, and here are the public universities that are affiliated with the UNC system. Here are their transfer degree plans. East Carolina is a popular one, so we're going to click here on East Carolina, and you will have to navigate to the plan you're interested in. I'm going to use this navigation bar, and I am going to do elementary education. There's an Associate of Arts or an Associate of Science. I'm going to just click on the Associate of Arts, and there you see, here is the bachelor degree plan. You are going to look at the courses that you've taken at the community college and mark off or plug in, somehow mark this to show how the courses that you've taken align with the courses that East Carolina University is looking for if you are pursuing a BS in elementary education and you currently are studying an Associate of Arts. So that's how you're going to do this assignment. You're going to compare what the university you're going to transfer to is looking for to the classes that you have taken here at JCC. Again, it may be a little extra work to do to colleges, but if you haven't already applied and been accepted to a college, I would certainly recommend that you do at least two different colleges or universities. These transfer plans may be a little bit more difficult to find for the private colleges, but they do exist, and some of them may call them a transfer plan rather than a baccalaureate or bachelor degree plan. Once you have done that comparison, you are going to turn those in, your written notes of how the classes you've taken relate to the bachelor degree plan or the transfer degree plan. And you're going to submit the actual plan that you've printed or saved, and then you're also going to write a reflection about what you learned from this assignment and how it will help you in the future. So you're submitting the actual plan with your courses on it and the 1 to 2 page reflection. If you have any questions about this, or if you need help finding specific plans from specific colleges, please let me know. I'm willing to help you search those out. Like the state funded colleges, the UNC system colleges are a little easier to find, but I can help you find some of those for the private colleges or universities as well. I hope you have a great week. I hope you learned a lot from this assignment this week, and I will be in touch.